right, coming up next, it's a bantamweight matchup between Henry Cejudo and Ray Borg. All right, so here he is, one of the better offensive takedown guys we have in the UFC, DC, and if anyone is well-equipped to speak to this, it is you. The opponent knows what's coming. At least to this point in the UFC, no one's been able to stop.
He just has to keep him away, because the moment this guy gets close enough to either grab a leg or make body contact, now you're in trouble. He has a knowledge and an understanding of position from a lifetime of just all grappling, judo, wrestling, sambo. He does it all, and he has just so many ways to get you to the floor. This guy once told me that if you can get your leg, he's going to finish. Because he's going to give you so many things to think about, you will not be able to process and keep up with him, and eventually you're on the mat. It's unbelievable to watch him apply that knowledge to the mixed martial arts fight. And as the wrestlers say, this is not a guy you want anywhere near your bracket. No, you don't want him in the bracket.
All right, so here is the UFC champion, Henry Cejudo. Took Olympic gold in Beijing back in 2008. This man is a winner in every sense of the word.
He's an absolute winner, and he did win in 2008, but I say go back to 2007. When we walked into the World Championship in Azerbaijan, Henry Cejudo was 34 of 35 guys in the weight class. Fast forward a year ahead,
amazing.
He's the Olympic champion, but then that applies to Demetrius Johnson. He got beat by DJ the first time, knocked out in one round. Fast forward 3 years, he beats him by decision and becomes the UFC champion. Henry Cejudo is just a winner.
And in a lot of respects, just getting started. We'll see how it goes for the messenger here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this bantamweight fight. Borg is 27, Cejudo is 33. The rest of the numbers are effectively identical. Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding professional record of 13 wins, 5 losses. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, Ray, the Chaz Mexican Devil Borg. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a Greco-Roman wrestler, holding a professional record of 16 wins, 2 losses. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Phoenix, Arizona, Henry the Messenger Cejudo. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Loving.
The veteran Yves Levine draws the assignment here.
You ready?
Round 1 is underway between one of the more well-rounded fighters in this division against maybe the best grappler in this division. Going to be interesting to see how it plays out stylistically.
Yeah, you would think that he would just avoid grappling at all costs because he seems to have a clear advantage on the feet. But we've seen guys fight with their egos before. Let's see how he approaches this matchup. Ooh-wee! Ooh-wee, what a right hand by this young man.
Couple of chins here being tested early.
Left hand punches the clinch.
All right, going for the early takedown, he gets it. So no surprise, he wanted to get this fight to the ground, and that is certainly a good sign for him moving forward in this fight.
He felt as if he had a massive advantage in the grappling and the wrestling. He was able to secure that takedown very early in the first round.
Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Cejudo's attempting to pass here, but he's denied by the defense. Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here, and if you're the opponent, you got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop it.
You got to defend, but you can see him now starting to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish.
All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. His opponent squirming like a fish out of water now. The ground and pound is on point. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
This could be the beginning of the end. We've seen some really good ground and pound fighters. This young man is as good as any we've ever seen.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Ray Bull. Under 3 minutes now to go in round one. Spots, but not with that type of speed.
You cannot allow him to get leverage on the bottom. What a sweep.
Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Cejudo. He continues to evolve as a striker. Just over 2 minutes, round one. Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Cejudo. Borg's able to transition back to side control now. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now.
Oh, this is where you don't want to be, though.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position up the bottom.
Nice stick with the right hand.
Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. I mean, how many can he take? Good, solid strike on the ground.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here, and he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
30 seconds now to go in round one. All right, side control now. Well, you got to be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch. All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
Pretty good work with the strikes here off of this back by the ever-improved Henry Cejudo. All right, well, the crowd enjoyed those 5 minutes. DC, take us through some of the highlights from that previous round.
Face punching at its best. He loaded it up, he threw it straight, threw it long, and over, that punch found the target. It allowed him to really dictate the pace of that round.
All right, next round is underway, and what a great job defensively in the previous round. I think my face from last night's dinner is more swollen than his opponent's.
I mean, he did a fantastic job of seeing when his opponent was trying to attack and getting his guard up so that he's not taking damage to the face. Great defensive fight IQ shown by this fighter.
DC, didn't take him long to find his range here tonight, huh? Oh, and now he slams him to the ground.
A beautiful single leg takedown, lifted him in the air, and put him down.
He loaded up there on that high kick.
Oh, uppercut to the head, but it's blocked there by Ray Bull. And now he's got that tie clinch.
Oh, there we go.
The Olympic gold medalist Cejudo gets the takedown there. Bottom fighter trying to control posture, unable to do so.
And now he's in a lot of danger. He's got to grab that head or he's going to get blasted.
Oh, looks like he's...
Jiu-jitsu guys. Gotta be careful, armbar.
Armor's been isolated, but he picks him up and slams him down.
He lifted him through the air, slammed him on his back, and moved right into side control to get out of danger.
Beautiful job to not just turn defense into offense, but also to end up in a dominant position. Oh, the ground and pound is there. How fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter. He's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. So we have passed the midway point in the fight. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Cejudo's looking to pass out of the half guard here, maybe looking for side control. He's denied. Oh, nice work from the bottom. Tags him with the punch. Continues to apply pressure here in half guard. Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
All right, the referee not seeing enough action there. We go back to the center of the octagon now. So 109 total strikes have landed for Henry Cejudo. Well, and essentially landing 2 out of every 3 strike attempts, 66% the accuracy rate. And this might just be a matter of time.
He got it, John.
How about it? Gets the win by submission. Beautifully executed there on the ground. Let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
He does a great job of staying patient. He doesn't rush or panic. You are never safe when you're fighting this guy. You're in a lot of trouble. You're in a lot of trouble the entire time when you're this good in the submissions.
So there he is, your winner by submission tonight, and that is how you put the rest of the division on notice. A huge result for him here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 38 seconds of round number 2. For the winner by submission, Henry the Messenger Cejudo.
All right, so there he is, all smiles, and rightfully so after he gets the job done by submission tonight. You told me off the air before the fight that he was going to submit him, and that's exactly what happened, man.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. And his opponent is known to lay in the guard. He made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.
All right, coming up next, it is a women's flyweight tilt between Paige Van Zandt and Joanna Jędrzejczyk. All right, so here's the former UFC strawweight champion, Joanna Jędrzejczyk. For a while there, as she dominated all of the top contenders, you wondered if there was ever going to be someone who could solve Jędrzejczyk at 115 pounds. Still, most believe she's the best striker in this division.
She's one of the best strikers across all divisions in the UFC, regardless of gender. Very fast, very durable, very tough, but also Joanna Jędrzejczyk and her attitude is what I believe carries her to be most successful. She has this mentality that she believes she is just the absolute best in this division, and you saw it when she was on that long championship reign.
And she has been someone who's really maximized some big pay-per-view showcases. She was on the Ronda Rousey Holly Holm card at UFC 193, fought alongside Conor McGregor at UFC 205. She has the it factor and then some. Joanna champion is back tonight. All right, so here is the UFC superstar Paige VanZant. She's about as classy as it gets. Injuries have become part of the narrative, at least recently here. She'll try to get on track here tonight.
Yes, Paige VanZant is a star, right? The magnetic personality, the big smile. She lights up every room she steps into. She's just a person that you want to be around because you know she's exuding happiness. But that's until she goes into an octagon. When she gets into an octagon, she is nasty. A fighter's fighter. A person that's willing to go out there and just let it all hang out. Even in defeat, you see the toughness of Paige VanZant.
She had a huge win by submission over Rachel Ostovich. That was January of 2019. Seems to have the arm injuries in check. We'll see how it goes for PVZ here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This woman is a Muay Thai kickboxer, holding a professional record of 16 wins, 4 losses. She stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Olsztyn, Poland, Joanna Jędrzejczyk. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This woman is a freestyle fighter, holding a professional record of 8 wins, 4 losses. She stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Portland, Oregon, 12-gauge Paige VanZant. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
The veteran Herb Dean draws the assignment here.
Ready. Ready to fight.
All right, so here we go with round 1. Going to be very interesting to see how this plays out stylistically because both women can truly do it all.
This is a very close fight, very competitive fight. Both of these young women are so well-rounded that you can't find an advantage for either fighter. I'm so excited I can barely stay in my seat.
Now she's got the Muay Thai plum.
Big punch from the clinch.
And they separate.
Big punch land. Ooh. Beautiful body kick land right under the elbow.
Lands to the body there. All right, so again, the fighters clinch here. Kind of had an inkling we'd find ourselves back in this situation.
Absolutely. Both of these fighters love fighting chest to chest. The uglier the fight, the better.
All right, so no surprise. Once again, we find ourselves here in this clinch situation. We'll see who can advance.
Who's going to be the person to dictate the pressure? Who's going to control the engagement from this 50-50 position?
Stuffs the takedown shot there. How good is her takedown, D? VanZant gets in the clinch yet again. Man, she might punch harder than you. Nice connection there.
I don't know.
Oh, beautiful job, and a nice job to stick with it there to complete the takedown. Well, she was long on grappling experience coming into the UFC, and you see her chops here, just beautiful when it comes to the transition game.
It's very difficult to keep up with her on the ground.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by VanZant. Wow, there is just a viciousness with which she operates here on the ground as she continues to get the ground and pound game going. She might get a finish.
She's looking for a finish. She's so good at dictating these ground exchanges, and she's doing a fantastic job of building posture to try to land that kill shot from the top.
Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Jacek. All right, so not enough action there on the ground. The referee brings the fight back to the feet, and we are back underway. So 28 total strikes and counting, which have landed for Paige VanZant. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. All right, some really grueling work here in the clinch. Both fighters really struggling to gain a dominant position.
That happens whenever you understand the position. Both know exactly what they need to do. And when both...
VanZant gets the double leg takedown. All right, so her ground control is outstanding. Half guard is when she's at her most dangerous.
Yeah, she's at her most dangerous when she has a half guard because she's so brutal with the ground and pound. She likes to go after fighters and really wear on them, force them to make decisions to give their backs so that she can chase her submission, or they're gonna lay on their back and just get beaten up from the top from that beautiful half guard position.
Man, she's got some good ground and pound and putting that part of her game to good use tonight.
She's putting it to great use, just really damaging from the top position.
90 seconds remain in the round. Oh, nice strike on the ground for her. Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by VanZant. Oh, and she gives up her back here, DC. Not ideal.
Not ideal. It's not ideal, but in this state, it's desperation a little bit. She's been getting battered. She's been getting bruised. She was mounted. What was she going to do? Stay on the bottom getting mounted and beat up? Or was she going to try to give her back to get to her feet? Now the journey, now the fight has really just begun because she has one of the best jiu-jitsu players in the entire world on her back.
Well, maybe some panic setting in for her opponent as she continues to land with the ground and pound.
She cannot deal with the pressure of the top fighter. She's so good at finding her strikes.
Oh, nice job by her there. You see how strong she is. Her opponent's trying to control posture, unable to do so.
Now she can get to work at putting the money in the bank with that ground and pound.
Money in the bank. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by VanZant. 10 seconds to go in the round. Ground and pound strike is true. Round two straight ahead. Take a seat. Deep breath. Good. Relax. Take a drink of water and listen. I want you to set those kicks up a little bit better. All right, big round for her there. Let's look back at some of the highlights, DC, and a lot of these pictures going to be rooted in that killer ground and pound.
Yeah, she got the fight where she needed it to be. You knew that if she was going to be ahead, if she was going to be the one winning, she needed to be on top, landing that beautiful ground and pound. She got the fight where she wanted it, and you see the result. Her dominating the action at the close of the round.
All right, so here we go with our next round, and how about her ground and pound in the previous round? In terms of accuracy and efficiency, she had it all.
Yes, and I mean, you just say all the key words. She's not wasting her shots by just punching. Everything needs to be on target. Everything needs to be with a purpose. She doesn't just throw to throw. She may only throw 5 ground strikes, but those 5 ground strikes will always matter. They will always count. She's not going to just punch for the sake of punching. They have to mean something. And as you look at her opponent's face, you can tell that those strikes really have left an imprint on her.
Just missed on the front kick there. Jacek strike there is blocked. Nice job by the defense. VanZant's got the tie clinch. She's got a good one. So 110 total strikes have now landed for Paige VanZant. And in terms of the connection rate, if you care, 71% accuracy thus far against Joanna Jacek.
Again, back into this position.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue.
Look at how she drives her knee. Oh, John, that was so nice. What a beautiful takedown.
Man, she is just non-stop on the ground, moving in all the right directions. Another nice transition by her there.
She's moving a lot, but every movement has purpose.
Jacek's looking to pass out of the half guard and attain side control here, but unable to do so. Just over 3 minutes now to go.
Nice stick with the right hand.
Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Well, she did not miss a single grappling practice during this training camp, and here's your evidence. Outstanding movement on the ground.
She looks like a master of grappling with the great movement that she's showing on the ground.
Jacek's looking to lock up an armbar here.
An attacking armbar.
Oh, we're getting a finish here. And this might just be a matter of time. And that will do it.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That is some opportunistic grappling right there, and nice finishing instincts as well. You see a lot of fighters get the dominant position, but aren't necessarily able to lock up the choke or force the tap. No problem with her as she gets one of the bigger wins of her UFC career. All right, let's check out some of the action in that previous round. DC, she certainly kept the stat trackers busy with all those takedowns.
All those takedowns and some really nice takedowns. She did a great job of level changing, getting into her opponent, not allowing her opponent to defend before she can secure her takedown.
So that win by submission figures to silence any remaining doubters, and that certainly puts the rest of the division on notice. Huge result for her here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 53 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by tap out,
How about this young woman as the celebration is on? She sat down in our fighter meeting and she told us, to a man, to a woman, I'm going to submit her at some point in this fight, and that's exactly how she gets it done.
That's exactly how she got it done. She knew where the fight needed to be. And the moment she got a chance, the moment she got the submission locked in, she latched on that thing like you wouldn't believe it because she knew it was her chance. This is my moment to get my result. She did exactly that, got the submission win, and on to the next one.
It is a welterweight matchup between Rafael dos Anjos and Kevin Lee. Well, they call him the Motown Phenom, Kevin Lee. Not a prospect anymore. He's a guy who has fought for the UFC interim lightweight title. He has flirted with the 170-pound waters. Still trying to get that total game together, but there's no denying the athlete there in Kevin Lee.
But he possesses all of that skill. Kevin Lee has tremendous wrestling ability. Kevin Lee has tremendous striking. He's a big, strong, powerful guy. Even if you look back to his UFC title fight, he was on top of Tony Ferguson in the mount, dominating until late in the fight he ended up getting submitted. But he is a guy that when everything goes right on a night, he can beat anybody.
Well, he's one of the most accomplished Brazilians to ever touch down on this UFC canvas. The former UFC lightweight champion, Rafael dos Anjos, now a welterweight, and a damn good one at that.
John, in the fight against Anthony Pettis, in which he won that belt, was truly the greatest performance I've ever seen a challenger have in a UFC title fight. He went at Pettis like this was my opportunity, and there is no way I'm going to let this slip by me. The pressure that he put on Anthony for 25 minutes was something I had never seen him do before, and he's continued that even as he's gone up a weight class, as he's shown in the Kevin Lee fight.
One of the hardest workers in the sport and still getting it done in a UFC career that's coming up on 15 years. The man affectionately known as RDA, back on the proving ground tonight. Our tale of the tape for this highly anticipated welterweight fight. The American is 27. The Brazilian is 35. He will have a 1-inch reach advantage. All right, now to get us started, we go inside the Octagon where we find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 18 wins, 6 losses. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Kevin the Motown Phenom Lee. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a grappler holding a professional record of 29 wins, 13 losses. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Rafael dos Anjos. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Murgliata.
Dan Murgliata.
You ready? You ready?
Round 1 is upon us between 2 of the best fighters in this division. Hard to find anything resembling a weakness on either side when you break down.
There are no weaknesses in these guys. These guys are all learning as they come. They both can wrestle, both can grapple, both can strike. They can do it all. And these are the matchups that we dream of as MMA fans.
And now he's got that tie clinch. We'll see what he can do with it. Oh, and there's a takedown attempt there, DC. I'm no analyst, but that one was pretty telegraphed. All right, so now we are on the ground. Now he is in his wheelhouse. We'll see if he can get one of his submissions to pop here tonight. Oh, nice job here staying busy off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. Well, these are some excellent ground and pound strikes here, DC. There's an efficiency with which he operates in these situations.
He knows exactly when to throw, exactly when to hold, and it's allowing him to really control the grappling aspect of the fight.
There's a song there, right? Know when to hold him,
know when to fold him. Yep, absolutely.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head like through the canvas.
He's one of the fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
Oh, man, this ground and pound is good. Probably my favorite striking realm in MMA, and he's as good as it gets.
The problem is his opponent is not controlling his posture. He's allowing his opponent to get up, and when he does, he creates distance and space to land these beautiful ground and pound combinations.
Dos Anjos is looking to pass out of the half guard here and get that side control, but he is denied by the opposition. Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Lee. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by RDA. Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Blocked! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
Dos Anjos' pass attempt denied.
Nice stick with the right hand.
Good work from the top here by Dos Anjos.
Nice stick with the right hand.
Dos Anjos' pass is denied. Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
Closed guard here. He's very comfortable here working off his back, DC.
Nice stick with the right hand. Trying to recover full guard there.
Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it, and you are seeing why he's one of the best that we've seen do it in a long time.
And the referee brings the fight back to its feet. No surprise there. Needed to see more action.
Let's go, finish this guy.
72 total strikes have now landed for Rafael dos Anjos. Well done to catch the kick. We'll see what he can do. Oh, collar tie.
Right hand punch from the clinch.
All right, single collar tie now. 1 minute to go in round one.
Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down.
Oh, and he connects with a punch there, DC. You gotta like what you're seeing thus far.
I mean, the speed at which he throws is crazy.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are gonna take their toll as this fight goes on. Oh, single collar tie here. So we crossed the 30-second mark in our opening round. Dos Anjos not having it.
Look at that. Oh, he might have got him with a choke.
We're in seconds for the end of round one. All right, so that's the end of the round. A lot of highlights from which to choose, but his success in that round certainly rooted in his offensive takedown.
And that's what he does, right? He's a grinder. He's the type of guy that wants to get a hold of you, drag you to the floor. It doesn't bother him that much if you get back to your feet. He just wants to continue to make you work the entire time because he understands this type of grind most guys can't keep up with.
Second round underway.
Over and over, he's landing a big body kick.
Oh, lands another shot to the body, beautifully placed as he continues to punish his opponent's midsection here in this round. Quick entry here.
Nice single leg entry. Rotates the head outside to a high cross. He flipped the corner top. What a fantastic takedown.
Welcome to the Cormier Express. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by RDA.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Wow, that right punch has been the money weapon for him tonight, and he landed it again there.
If his opponent does not change something, he will continue to throw the strike until he makes him stop throwing.
Lands the ground and pound strike. Dos Anjos is looking to pass from full guard into half guard here, but he's denied. Keeping busy here off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom.
Nice stick with the right hand.
Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Lee. High-level guard pass there as he moves into half guard.
You know the guy's going to his left on the pass, but you cannot stop it. He is tremendous at passing the guard.
Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Lee. Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are doing damage.
Oh, yeah, no pity pat to this guy. This guy's trying to land, and he's trying to land effective strikes.
Dos Anjos is looking to pass out of the half guard here, maybe looking for side control. He's denied. All right, the referee not seeing enough action there. We go back to the center of the octagon now. 124 total strikes have now landed for Rafael dos Anjos. And the accuracy rate, 86% against Kevin Lee. And he comes through with a big knee. All right, he engages in the single collar tie. And potentially a critical takedown here. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
Let's go. We got a scramble here. All right, north-south position now. We'll see how he chooses to proceed. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Lee, ground and pound from half guard now. Let's see if he can do some damage. Well, you gotta stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch. Oh, these are some serious power punches from the top by Lee. Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Rafael dos Anjos. 90 seconds to go in round two.
Now he's attacking the triangle.
Triangle looks pretty tight, DC. I'm no Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, but maybe not good here.
No, it looks like it's getting in deep. Watch triangle, watch triangle. There he is, he's moving to the finishing position. Now watch, he goes parallel right next to his opponent. When it's time to finish, he has to go flat, chest to the mat. There it is. Oh, he might have got it with a choke.
Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands, don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hooks. But get to your hands, stand up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than a half guard in the side control, because all you need to do is just get the opponent's body up, because his legs are just free to move. His legs are not controlling anything. His legs are just free, so you have more freedom to use yours.
Seconds remain in round two. Oh, really nice work to keep busy off of his back as he lands some more offense here from bottom.
Breathe. You're getting sloppy with those takedowns. Don't be piling in there with the takedown.
All right, we look back at some of the replays from that previous round, DC. A lot of good action for fight fans over those 5 minutes.
I mean, high pace, high intensity, all action first round. Both landed multiple strikes. What a great round of fighting.
All right, last round, you ready? You ready?
Third and final round. And they separate. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to pile up these body shots here in the latter stages of this fight. You didn't see a lot of that in the earlier rounds, making up for lost time here.
Liver kick.
Stuffs.
Wow. Actually
Getting
got
tighter.
The takedown.
Well, you gotta be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch. Sound strike on the ground. Oh man, that left side is getting beat up now. Look at the redness there. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
Dos Anjos has got the full mount. Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Solid strike on the ground. Oh, he postured up there, gained some valuable separation.
And now, the ground and pound starts.
Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Lee. Useful strike there, the ground and pound on point tonight. All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage.
All right, so not enough action there on the ground. The referee brings the fight back to the feet, and we are back underway.
Let's go, finish this, guys, come on.
Changes his stance. Oh, he's really starting to apply pressure on his opponent here. Different approach here in the last couple rounds, and it's the exact sense of urgency that you want to see from a fighter. Take the judges out of it.
Right hand pushing the clinch.
Some nice back and forth action here. Dos Anjos toss as he takes him down. Now we'll see what he can do.
Right into side control.
Lee's lower jaw now is starting to show some signs of swelling. We'll keep an eye on that, but a lot of damage absorbed by me in here tonight. The ground and pound has been there all night. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Rafael Dos Anjos. All right, so good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off of you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
Well, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Oh, nice work from the bottom. Tags it with the punch. Seconds remain in the round. Lands with the ground and pound here. Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensive.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
20 seconds left. Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Lee.
Nice stick with the right hand.
Well, landing several strikes here from the top, standing over his opponent. Good work here by Dos Anjos. All right, let's get you some highlights now as this one goes the distance, DC, and a lot to like in terms of his takedown game. Really took it to that requisite next level here tonight.
He took it to the next level. He's a guy that you know what's coming. You know that you have to defend the wrestling. But even if you're trying to prepare for it, you never are in the training room with anyone that is just like him. And when you come into contact with him, you understand the difference in training opposed to being there with him. He put the grind on this guy, and he got a convincing victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges scored the contest 29-27. For the winner by unanimous decision, Rafael Dos Anjos.
Well, he did not get the finish that he certainly prioritized when we sat down with him at our fighter meeting, but a win is a win. He gets it done by unanimous decision.
And he said he wanted to finish, but sometimes your opponent's not willing to play the game. In those instances, all you can do is control what you can control, and that's fight to the best of your ability. He did exactly that tonight.
Coming up next, it's a UFC Women's Bantamweight Division matchup. Well, she's about as well-rounded as it gets, DC, and I know you didn't have the benefit of starting as a striker back in the day. First day she stepped in a gym, she was mixing all the different disciplines, and the results certainly speak to that commitment and dedication.
It shows. It shows in her ability to fight high-level competition right away. She does not need fights to build her up. She's prepared to fight the wrestler. She's prepared to fight the grappler. She's prepared to do a kickboxing match with the best kickboxer. Her life has prepared her for these moments. All the training, all the sessions, all the private sessions has made her ready to compete for a title right away.
Yeah, I would agree, and at least the early returns are that she looks comfortable and confident in every discipline and every martial arts situation. Well, she's one of the best in the women's game now, and historically, Valentina Shevchenko, she's already got a UFC flyweight championship to her credit, and she will look to bolster her legacy yet again here tonight.
Not only is she one of the best, she's one of the nastiest. Who has a gun tattoo on the side of their hip, and she goes out there and she's got that thing loaded. That gun, to me, symbolizes the right hand and the right kick of Valentina Shevchenko. She's diverse, she's a great counter striker, she sets traps beautifully, and if you overextend or you attack too quickly, she will finish you on the feet, and she can also finish you on the ground. Just a phenomenal mixed martial artist is Valentina Shevchenko. And
if she gets a first-round knockout tonight, DC has agreed to get that gun tattooed on his midsection.
It won't show. It won't show under the fat.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC Bantamweight Division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 9 wins, 1 loss. She stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Aspen Ladd! And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This woman is a Muay Thai fighter holding a professional record of 19 wins, 3 losses. She stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Valentina "Bullet" Shevchenko! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Lavigne.
The veteran Yves Lavigne draws the assignment here.
Ready?
All right, so here we go with round 1 of this highly anticipated affair. Well-rounded doesn't even begin to describe it. Both women have every skill in the book.
Both of them have every skill in the book. They're so talented. They train so hard. They come from great camps. This is a very even matchup. Oh! That is timeless.
Well, you gotta stay busy from the bottom position. Can't falter here. She's doing a nice job. All right, so the ground and pound strikes continue to land. She's not staying busy for the sake of it. She is doling out damage.
She's landing a lot of punishing ground and pound. And this is gonna really zap her opponent as they get back to the feet.
Oh, keep it busy here off of her back. Nice offense from the bottom. She's trying to pass here, gets denied.
Got denied because she's so aware, so on top of the grappling transition.
Her ground and pound is downright scary, in constant pursuit of the finish. I get it here.
She does a really good job of throwing punches with intent. She never just throws just to be throwing. Every punch is meant to land, and every punch is meant to start or finish.
Oh, useful strike on the ground that was. Good ground and pound by her here. She felt like she could finish the fight with her ground strikes tonight and might be well on her way here.
I mean, John, I believe it after watching the ground and pound that she's landing in this part of the fight.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Valentina Shevchenko.
Right in the side control, yep.
Shevchenko's looking to pass here, denied by the opponent. All right, she's got north-south position now on top. Is it just more a dominant ground control type of situation, or are you trying to work for a submission?
You can hit the north-south choke, which is you start to sag your weight away, drop your shoulder into their throat, and just really cut off the oxygen with the choke. It's a very difficult thing to finish, but it will wear on your opponent and can weigh them down and wear them out.
That's a beautiful escape and reversal by her there.
Unbelievable sweep. She did a fantastic job of manipulating the weight to change the position.
Just over 2 minutes to go in round one. Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Shevchenko. Well, you got to try to stay busy off of your back. She's doing it here. Nice punch.
Oh, right to the mount.
"90 seconds remain in the round. Great movement by her here on the ground, and she just does it so fluidly and so easily. It's really a sight to behold.
You can tell that she's been a lifetime developing the skills with the way that she's able to move with so little effort on the mat.
Standing over her opponent and landing a nice combination of strikes, so staying active enough for the referee and really making these shots count.
She's not being overzealous. She's not looking for too much. She's taking her time. Eventually, she hopes that she will find a shot that finishes the fight.
Control her wrist.
45 seconds to go here in round one. Lands the grounded pound strike here. "30 seconds now to go in the round. Oh, pretty good job there posturing up and landing with the ground and pound. She has been very efficient in this situation tonight.
Very efficient and very accurate. Hats off to her.
Final seconds here. Oh, sage work from the bottom here as she tags her with the punch. That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one.
That's it, just like that. Keep taking her down, keep controlling her on the ground, and just keep landing elbows and punches until
All right, a lot of tremendous striking action in that last round, DC. I know you don't have a telestrator, but take us through the replay.
I mean, I would love to have my telestrator right now. That was a great display of high-level mixed martial arts striking. Both combatants stood toe-to-toe and let it all hang out.
All right, round two.
Oh, big punch land.
Oh, Shevchenko with a beautiful 1-2 there. Now we'll see if she can follow it up.
I mean, she's going to follow it up. That's what Valentina does. She's a sniper. She picks you apart. When you start to find comfort, Valentina puts you right back in an uncomfortable situation. Nice stick with the right hand.
Shevchenko ground and pound from half guard now. All right, she postures up here, DC. We'll see if she can get those ground strikes.
Watch for the huge elbows that she's known for.
Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Pretty impressive ground and pound display here, champ.
She's doing a great job of finding the right time to take her ground and pound opportunities.
That is it. Oh, and there comes the stoppage.
Holy smokes!
Oh, my goodness, what a fight.
Yeah, that was just a beautiful shot by her there to end the fight. I'm not sure she could have drawn it up any better than it played out here tonight. She lands the seminal blow there midway through the round. I'm not even sure her opponent saw it coming. So, big knockout win for her here tonight. now go inside the Octagon where Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Eagle Things called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 2 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Valentina Bullet Shevchenko.
Well, you see the raw emotions and the happiness out of her in her corner. What a result here tonight as she gets it done by knockout.
I mean, she could not have imagined that it would go this well. I know she said it would happen, but when it does, I mean, it's joy. It's joy like nothing you've ever felt before. You don't expect it.
All right, straight ahead, a middleweight matchup between Yoel Romero and Robbie Lawler. He is one of the most popular fighters on this roster, top to bottom. The former UFC welterweight champion, Ruthless Robbie Lawler, made the UFC debut, how about May 10th, 2002 at UFC 37 against Aaron Rodgers.
And right away, you had his coaches saying this kid's gonna be a future UFC champion. He had all the ability. He had the wrestling chops, he had the striking, but he also had that meanness and that toughness that you look for in a fighter. And when he got back to the UFC after he left Strikeforce, the knockout of Josh Koscheck, and then the head kick of Bobby Volker, you knew you were looking at a different Robbie Lawler.
His fight against Rory McDonald, UFC 189, July of 2015, one of the best, most memorable fights in UFC history. Lawler looking to add to his appreciable legacy here tonight. All right, so here he is, the soldier of God, Olympic silver medalist, Yoel Romero. It's amazing to think he hasn't had a UFC belt around his waist. Most people think, or I should say, some people think he did enough to beat Robert Whittaker back in the day, but this is still one of the best middleweights on the planet.
He's one of the most naturally talented guys that I've ever met. From the moment I met him back in the wrestling days, way back around 2001, you understood that you were looking at something special in Yoel Romero. And although he started his career very late, I knew that he would get to this point. Now that he has developed that quick knockout ability, couple that with his wrestling, and you have one of the perennial middleweight top contenders.
Hard to find a lot of glaring weaknesses when you study the film on Yoel Romero. Some might knock the cardio, but seems to get his breathers in there in a 25-minute fight. And you've heard past opponents like Luke Rocco, Robert Whittaker talk about literally kicking a man of steel.
He's stoned.
Yoel Romero, folks, here he is. Our tale of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. Romero is 5 years the elder. The rest is nearly identical. All right, now for the official introductions, we go inside the Octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 28 wins, 14 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, USA, Ruthless Robbie Lawler! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 13 wins, 5 losses. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, Yoel, Soldier of God, Romero! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean, our third man in the Octagon for this one.
Ready.
All right, so the fight is underway. We will see how it plays out. It's a pick'em fight according to Las Vegas, and really hard to think of a weakness that we've seen on film from either guys in their UFC careers.
I feel like both of these guys are the top of the food chain. They're the best of the best that we can put inside the Octagon. They are so well-rounded. They have every skill, and that is going to be on display tonight in this key match.
Well, he has certainly found the range and staying pretty busy here on the feet.
He's being busy, but it's also the timing and the accuracy that's allowing him to land so many attacks.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that.
Good stick.
Oh, nice job by Robbie Lawler, training now at Hard Knocks 365. Henry Hoof just tried to simplify his striking a little bit. Tommy Barzini on the wrestling side. Don't close the book on Lawler making another run to championship contention. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
A little single collar tie there.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he going to follow this one? Oh, big head kick.
Well, he's always working off of that jab. Nice jab there by Romero. Oh, I love the jab. I know you love the jab. That was a nice one.
It's my favorite punch in all of fighting.
He's got to be careful dipping his head when he's throwing that jab.
Huge knee lands from in close.
A little struggle here now for position in the... All right, so a high amplitude.
There you go. There you go.
All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position. And you see this fighter today loves it, too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler.
Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter, and he's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Oh, nice job here staying busy off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. Lawler's back in full mount. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Just over 2 minutes, round one.
Nice stick with the right hand.
Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Romero. Lawler's attempting to pass here, but he's denied by the defense. Keeping busy here off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. Oh, now he stuns him beautifully with the left hand.
The left hand is so accurate. He's so educated. He's so able to fight from both fighting stances.
So as we call on the numbers here, 47 total strikes and counting have already found the mark for Yoel Romero. He closes the distance, gets the single collar tie. Oh, eats a knee. And now he's got the tie clinch. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. Hip tosses him down. Now we'll see if he can advance position.
I mean, right into side control. Nice stick to the body. Way to mix up the target.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
Nice punch lands over the top.
Battle for position here. Just out of range with that left hook.
Let's get some points. Let's get that takedown going.
Got the single collar tie. Oh, and he lands another takedown here. Just doing a nice job not telegraphing his shot. Clean entries. The Olympian's got to like what he sees.
I mean, over and over, he gets to the legs before his opponent reacts. By beating him on the entry, now it's up to the opponent to keep up. But this guy's playing chess. His opponent's playing checkers. He's playing chess. He can't keep up. Once he gets to his legs, he's got to beat him defensively before he gets his hands locked around his legs or his body.
Well, you got to stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch. 5 minutes in the books. DC, let's look at some of the highlights from the last round. Lot for the replay guys to choose from.
Yeah, man, these guys stood on a quarter in the middle of the octagon. Take one to give one. Over and over, each guy landed, and they both landed very well over the course of that first round.
All right, round 2 forthcoming here. Yoel Romero versus Robbie Lawler. He blocks the punch. Oh, he's got that right hand going tonight, DC. Connected with it there.
He's thrown so many left jabs to throw that right punch straight down the pipe. It's unreal. Right hand punch from the clinch.
Well, he continues to stay busy. What do they say, DC? Punches in bunches?
Punches in bunches. He's landing them upside his opponent's head over and over again.
Romero's got the tie clenched. Let's see what he can do with it. All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. Oh, and there's the double leg takedown, DC. That is just too good, too easy.
Too good, too easy. The timing was just too good. Before he could even defend, he's already off of his feet, going backwards. It's hard to run backwards, and that's what happens to this guy.
Now the guy's got armbar. He's attacking it on him. He's attacking armbar now.
Oh, he picks him up and slams him down.
Big explosive slam to lift him and slam him out of that armbar. Go right into side control. Now let's see what he does, right?
Sometimes when you do that, the choke or the submission can get tighter, but he was able to evade it there.
Yes.
Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here, just outstanding with the transition.
He is not staying in one place on the ground, and that's very important.
Oh, really nice work to keep busy off of his back as he lands some more offense here from Bob.
Nice stick with the right hand.
Just over 3 minutes now to go in round 2. And the referee brings the fight back to its feet. No surprise there. Needed to see more action. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. 100 total strikes and counting have already found the mark for Yoel Romero. Oh, and there's the double leg takedown for him. Beautiful entry there. Oh, nice job using his strength there to posture up. We'll see what he can do now.
He's going to start looking to land big shots from the top.
Lawler's has got full mount now. We have crossed the midpoint of this fight. Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way or the referee's going to stop this thing.
He better start to move, and when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hip, push him away to try to escape this very, very dangerous position.
Under 2 minutes to go in our second round.
Side control.
Well, this is some serious pressure from the top by Lawler. Well, you gotta be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch. Lawler's pass attempt denied. Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Romero. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it, and you are seeing why he's one of the best that we've seen do it in a long time.
Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Oh, nice work from the bottom. Tags him with the punch. Lawler's pass is denied. Oh, nice job here staying busy off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. 30 seconds to go. All right, the referee not seeing enough action there. We go back to the center of the octagon now. $20 seconds left to go in round 2.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back in range.
Oh, Superman punch. Not always easy to execute. He did so there. Takedown defense holds up. Oh, good opportunity to do damage here. He's got that tie clinch.
It's okay. It's a fight. You're supposed to be tired.
All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Third round underway. Well, we wondered earlier why there weren't as many body strikes. He's making up for lost time here. Shot to the body connects, and that bears watching. That's going to hurt this opponent.
That's a big strike right there.
Well, if you like Muay Thai striking, this might be your moment in this fight as he gets the tie clinch.
This is a massive moment for this fighter. He is a great Muay Thai fighter. Look for him to go knee-knee and then try to land a big one to the head.
Going to the body now with that hook.
Beautiful takedown
there.
land.
Oh, well placed with the hammer fist there by Lawler. Trying to guard pass here. Not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions.
Oh, excellent pressure here from top position by Lawler. Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Romero.
Nice stick with the right hand.
Lawler's looking to pass here, denied by the opponent. Single collar tie now.
Right hand punch from the clinch.
And both fighters exchange in the pocket. All right, so once again, they will clinch, and we will see which fighter is able to advance their position for them.
Who's going to be the first one to attempt the
Nice hook leg takedown attempt there, and you got to think that's something that's going to give him confidence moving forward in this fight.
A lot of confidence when it happens that easily. He took a shot, he got a takedown. What now will stop him from doing it over and over again?
Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Lawler. 3 minutes now to go to decide this one. Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Robbie Lawler. Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to your feet. Lawler's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling. Oh, outstanding combination of ground and pound punches here by Romero. Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Lawler. Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are doing damage.
Oh, yeah, no pity pat to this guy. This guy's trying to land, and he's trying to land effective strikes.
Well, you see all the ground.
The fight's over.
He's done, he's done.
Again, the winner here was so aggressive with his onslaught that ultimately appeared as though the outcome was an eventuality. So if you're the referee, you got to protect the fighter, and I thought he did a good job of doing just that. Let's get you some replays now. Certainly a lot for our replay guys to work with in the truck. This was a clinic tonight in terms of mixed martial arts acumen in every realm of the game.
And once he got to the top, he started to land brutal ground and pound until the fight was called off. Just a dominant performance from the top position.
So a big win for him here tonight, and a big statement made with that TKO. Let's see how the promotion chooses to matchmake him moving forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean is going to stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 58 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by TKO, Yoel, Soldier of God, Romero.
Well, can you imagine what the celebration is like in his hometown right now after he gets the TKO win tonight? He said he wanted to leave the judges out of it. Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. He left the judges out of it. The judges could have went to the concession stand because once he got his opponent hurt, he was not going to stop until he got that TKO.
All right, coming up next, it's a UFC heavyweight showdown. All right, here's the heavyweight contender, Francis Ngannou. Of course, he has challenged for UFC gold. He learned a lot in that fight against Stipe Miocic, but for my money, this is the biggest power threat, punch for punch, in the UFC today.
It's unbelievable the amount of power that Francis Ngannou possesses. But as you said, he learned in the Miocic fight, because how could he not be learning? He's only been fighting for about 5-6 years. So this guy is truly a blank canvas. Every day, he's getting better and better and better. And he's one of the guys that you can see that before long, he will be wearing the UFC heavyweight title.
And he has certainly given back to his native Cameroon, founded the Francis Ngannou Foundation. They have opened a gym over there, but Ngannou still with a lot of work to do here in the Octagon, and that effort continues in earnest here tonight. All right, so here he is, one of the more prolific takedown artists in the UFC at present. And when you get some praise from Daniel Cormier when it comes to your offensive takedown game, you know you're doing something right.
And we talk about wrestlers and judo players and grapplers, but this guy just combines all of that. He is able to use foot sweeps from the grappling game. He is able to use throws from judo, and he's able to use wrestling from the wrestling game to take people down. He has an array of takedowns at his disposal, and he uses every single one of them. From the speed of the level change to the timing to the knowledge of where to go next. When the guy starts to defend, he's truly, truly something special.
I don't think he could take you down, but tonight he doesn't have to. So in this
to.
matchup, prevailing wisdom is he'll be able to get this fight to the canvas. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. 4 years the difference in age between these two fighters, with the same height and a similar reach. All right, now for the official introductions, we send it inside the Octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a boxer, holding a professional record of 15 wins, 3 losses. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 250 pounds. Fighting out of Paris, France, Francis the Predator Ngannou. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 13 wins, 8 losses. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 264 pounds. Walt the Big Chicken Harris. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon is Dan Mergliata.
So Dan Mergliata shares the cage.
You ready?
Well, Well, these guys have been on each other's radars for quite some time. Tonight, it shall be done. Both guys well-rounded. You think we're getting a kickboxing match tonight or what?
You just don't know, right? You don't know who's going to be able to employ their strategy the way that they need to. This is a close fight on paper, and also in every performance we have seen them put on, these guys seem to be the mirror image of each other. Beautiful strike.
Unable to connect with a right hook. Good job keeping that head off the center line. Slips to avoid the right hand. Punch to the body is blocked. Tries to mix in a takedown here.
Massive knee to the body land.
Nice 1-2 combination there.
Ooh, big shot lands. Oh, no.
All right, so the commitment to the takedown pays off. After several failed attempts, he finally gets his first takedown. Now let's see what he can do with it. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. A lot of top pressure being applied here. Just over 3 minutes to go, round one. Side control now. All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by the Predator, Francis Ngannou.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit. Ngannou's back inside control here. All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg. This is high-level grappling, John, from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt named Daniel Cormier.
All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Keep it busy here off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg.
Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
.30 seconds now to go in the opening round.
Come on, guys, keep it moving. Let's go.
20 seconds now remain in the round. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes, you need a controlled posture on the bottom. And if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes on your opponent.
Well, what a round it was, especially from a striking standpoint. DC, take us through.
High-level striking. I mean, this is what people come through the doors to see. Two men stand on a quarter, chest to chest, forehead to forehead, and let it all fly. I'm surprised nobody went out, but it does excite me for the next round.
This isn't the way we train in the gym.
You ready?
Second round underway.
Punch over the top.
Ooh. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Oh!
You can really limit the mobility of your opponent with those leg kicks.
Stuff the takedown, no problem.
Oh, big elbow.
Back and forth we go. Lands a big elbow there. Oh! Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Big knee to the body.
Fantastic takedown lands.
Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by the Predator, Francis Ngannou. Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Francis Ngannou. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Blocked. Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Ngannou. Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here. And if you're the opponent, you got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop it.
Got to defend, but you can see him now starting to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish.
So we have crossed the midpoint in this one.
Keep busy, guys. Don't just lay on them.
Working in half guard here, making these shots count. Oh, wow, that happened quickly as the fighter reverses position there on the ground.
Unbelievable position change. Wow, what a transition. Nice stick with the right hand.
Oh, these are some serious punches from the top here. He's continuing to maintain good posture and making these strikes count.
He's doing a really good job of watching pretty up and making his punches count while not putting himself in danger.
Well, you know he's comfortable fighting off of his back. Well, you got to stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch. All right, he's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here. Working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
Oh, really nice work to keep busy off of his back as he lands some more offense here from bottom. Recovery, man, right back to his feet.
Come on, guys. Aim to the judges.
switching stances here. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. Oh, beautiful job to get the takedown late in the round. He is about as conditioned as it gets. He's not looking at the clock necessarily. He's not running clock, all offense all the time.
He knew he was going to wrestle, and he knew he may have to wrestle early and often. And right now, this situation is often because he's been attempting takedowns over and over again. He finally gets one as we get to the end of the round.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape.
Nice stick with the right hand.
Oh, some big punches raining down here. Picking his spots well and hasn't chosen to engage his opponent on the ground necessarily. Posturing up and making these shots count.
I mean, why would he? He's having so much success doing it and fighting in this exact same manner that's leading him to be ahead in the fight right now.
All right, let's take a look back at the previous round. It is a bloody Saturday night, courtesy of those elbow strikes, champ.
I mean, Muay Thai at its best. In tight, over the top with the elbow, coming up with the elbow. He's doing so many different variations of those elbows. All of his coaches at his Muay Thai camp would be very proud of the performance that he's putting on right now.
All right, here we go as our next round gets underway. His striking was money in that previous round. Got to think he'll pick up where he left off.
All about the money. It was greenbacks, cash, dollar bills, y'all. Every single strike he landed was on point, it was accurate, and it was every time he let loose, he was able to land to great effect.
Oh, and he hip tosses him to the mat. Now we'll see what he can do from here, DC.
Right into side control. He's going to try to control him, then find a submission.
I mean, how many can he take?
Hard scramble.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
His opponent squirming like a fish out of water now. The ground and pound is on point. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
This could be the beginning of the end. We've seen some really good ground and pound fighters. This young man is as good as any we've ever seen.
Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
I mean, how many can he take? All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Oh, that'll work. The ground and pound strike is good.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Francis Ngannou. Trying to guard pass here. Not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions.
All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage off.
Pretty significant welt to the left side. All right, well, he's got him softened up here. With 2 minutes and change to go in round 3. Less than 2 minutes with which to work here. Volume strikes continue to rain down. His opponent pretty helpless there on the ground.
His opponent is helpless. He's been hurt, he's been battered, he's been beat, and now this guy's just trying to find the right time to land the strike that is the fight.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Able to land the single ground strike there. All right, working inside the closed guard now. Oh, nice combination of strikes here from the top, standing over his opponent. Not unlike Muhammad Ali over Sonny Liston.
Oh, that is a good reference. If you're standing and your opponent's on the ground, you're doing really good work.
Well, you gotta be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch. Ground and pound strike there now. All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard. As he gets close and he's out of the kicking range, he'll change his stance. Good punch.
Collar tie.
Notice the drive. Look at how they drive the knee right into the midsection.
Oh, beautiful job by him there. Maybe the opponent was expecting the straight punch, and he goes to the hook.
Mike Tyson used to have some of the best hooks in boxing, and this young man tonight is throwing them with that type of intensity.
The Predator gets hit by that leg kick. May not be a bad idea to start to check some of these. Oh, beautiful jab by him there. Got that to the target quickly.
Dictating the fight with a jab.
Oh, he hurt him bad with a jab.
The official decision is now in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. For the winner by split decision, Walt the Big Chicken Harris.
All right, so the judges have rendered their decision, and 2 of the 3 of them had it for him. So he gets it done by split decision tonight. You've been involved in some of those. Nothing easy standing there waiting for the judges to render their
John,
scorecards.
it is the worst feeling in the world, not knowing if you did enough, right? Or not knowing what the judges were watching. So I know exactly what these guys are feeling as they walk to the center. You got your fingers crossed, you got your toes crossed, you got everything crossed, hoping that 2 judges saw it your way.